Good afternoon. I promised you guys a big announcement today, and the big announcement is I'm back. I'm back. The title of this announcement is called "There's No Place Like Home," and there really isn't any place like home. I tried 13 years. I tried to get out of town. I thought things would be better somewhere else where I could spend some quiet time and be all by myself and be in control. You know me and my control stuff. And you know what? After 13 years of trying, I guess lucky number 13, I realized that, you know what? You can't run away from your commitments. You can't run away from your responsibilities. You can't run away from issues that bother you and just go somewhere else. Because guess what? The somewhere else has issues too, which I learned. It took me a while, but I got it. So the good news is I cut my vacation short. The bad news is the reason why I had to. And that's going to be a show for, you know what, I'm sort of just trying to forget about it right now. Just forget about it because you know what? It's so stupid and so ridiculous. And, it's my word against somebody else's word. And the truth lies somewhere in the middle. I take responsibility for my actions. However, I feel that a lot of my feelings about the issues that caused me to cut my vacation short because I could no longer live where I was living and feel comfortable, I think those situations were valid for someone like me. It's totally personal. It's just me. I need certain things to feel safe and comfortable, especially when I am living by myself 5 days of the week with my dog and no transportation, no vehicle. So there are certain things that someone who lives like that has to have. One of them is electricity. Just saying. You got to have your phone, got to have your internet because the phone doesn't work without the internet. So these are things that, again, I was no longer feeling safe in that environment. So we just made some changes. So if you hear rumors, whatever, no, I chose to cut my vacation short. For now, we're keeping the place at the Bay. Jason is going to be doing some renovations to it. He's going to be enjoying it on the weekends, kind of like a man cave, which makes him very happy. And for the first time in 13 years, I'm actually going to have some weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to myself here in Lancaster. And that's going to make me really happy too, because a lot of my friends, they can't get together with me during the week. They work, they got their kids, they got shit. Now, I'm a free agent on the weekends. I can go out with my friends. I can have my friends over if I want. I can just relax and watch Saturday afternoon television that Jason doesn't like to watch. You all know what I'm talking about. Lifetime Movie Network. Oh, yeah. Hallmark Mysteries, Murders and Mysteries. Oh, yeah. Heart to Heart reruns, Columbo reruns. I get to do that all now. So it's going to be cool. The other good news is that I packed up 13 years worth of clothing and I'm on my last load of laundry. And I just got home yesterday. That's pretty good, man. I have been up and down steps more than you can even imagine. But it's really awesome just being able to do my laundry whenever I feel like it instead of waiting online down at the Bay because the washers are never available. Because so many people do their laundry there now. It's out of this world. Plus, I don't have to pay $8 to do a load of laundry. Always good news. Always good news. So that's fun. You take little things for granted. And I guess when Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz said there's no place like home, she dreamed all her life of living somewhere else. And then you actually live somewhere else and you realize that, you know what? You are so blessed with what you have. And I think when you do what I did, when you go away for 5 months of the year for 13 years, and every year something is wrong in the other place, and you come home and you're like, oh my God, I forgot what good customer service is. I forgot that I'm allowed to talk to my neighbors about anything I want in Lancaster. I'm not censored here. I don't hear certain words that drive me crazy here, like the N word and the F word, and you guys know what I'm talking about. I love customer service. I just got home yesterday and my husband told me, I've been having some problems with the cable box. He told me on Friday down at the base. So we called Comcast. We called Xfinity at 9 o'clock on a Friday night and they answered the phone, a person. And he told them what was going on and they said, we'll send a tech out Sunday. If you're coming home Sunday, we'll have a tech there between noon and 2. 12:30 yesterday afternoon, I get a knock on my door. It's the Comcast dude. It's the Comcast dude. But then he said, you know what, ma'am? Before I come into your house, tell me again what's going on. Because when I got home yesterday, I got home at 9 o'clock in the morning. TV was working fine. So he said, I'm not coming into your house right now. He said, because if I come in, I'm going to have to charge you. He said, I'm not going to come in. Tell me what's going on. And we told him real quick. He said, okay, you should not turn your cable box off. Because my husband always turns it off. He's been turning it off for 5 months because I haven't been here. I don't turn it off because I was told that before. Now, it would have been nice if the Xfinity person on the phone on Friday had said, sir, you really need to keep the box on. It doesn't save you any money to turn it off every night. But if you don't turn it off every night, then it doesn't do its nightly reboot, which it does between, I think, 2 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning for like 20 minutes between those hours. If you're watching TV between those hours, you can tell it to do it at another time. I've done that too. But the bottom line is, he said, okay, keep your box on. And you have a great day. I was never here. I'll just tell them that when you answered the door, you said it's working, which is true. I said it's working beautifully. He said, then I don't need to come in. How many people do that for you on a Sunday afternoon? Not only do they answer their phone at 9 o'clock on a Friday night, but they actually come to your house on a Sunday afternoon. And then they say, before I come in, tell me what's happening. Because I hear your TV running. It's working. Good people, Xfinity. Good customer service. You can bitch about the service. I bitch about the on-demand stuff that they want you to pay for more stuff than you need to, but that's the individual channels that do that. HBO has their series from 55 years ago, and you can watch them. You can watch Carnival. You can watch Sopranos. You don't got to pay. The network channels, FX is the worst. You got to DVR your FX because in 2 days or in a week, it's going off demand and it's going to go to a pay channel. And that's not right. That isn't right. But that's not Xfinity's fault. That's the channel's fault. But I will tell you, I went through all my 1,500 channels when I got home. And unlike the satellite networks, Dish and DirecTV, all of my channels are there. Nobody's threatening to black them out because they're in negotiations. Right now, DirecTV is threatening to black out ESPN, ABC, and all the Disney channels. Anything that Disney owns. You're not going to have them if you have DirecTV. Let me know how you feel about that. I would be pretty pissed off right now because my husband loves the ESPN. We don't much do the Disney shit, as you can imagine. You guys have known me a long time. But no ABC? Really? No college football? No ESPN? No ESPN2? And on the other end of the spectrum, Dish Network is now threatening to remove all the Fox channels. Fox News, Fox Business, Fox Sports, all the Fox stuff. Because they're in negotiations. See, at least with Xfinity, I never worry about that. I don't lose channels. Down at the Bay, we lost CBS for a month. We didn't have any CBS channels. And they got away with not having to give us a discount. Well, down at the Bay, the TV people don't give you a discount anyway. They take your money in June and then they don't refund for any reason. Even when it's out 4 days and they're like, well, when we get to Maryland, from Jersey will check it out. In the meantime, don't watch TV. Again, just me. But again, I didn't watch much TV this summer, so the TV wasn't that big of a deal. But boy, when I started hearing these commercials now that Dish is stealing Fox. Oh, and by the way, if you have Dish Network and you get your internet from Dish Network, don't even think you're going to be streaming Fox, because Dish Network internet won't let you even stream Fox News. They want to make sure that Fox loses customers so that Fox is forced to pay them lots and lots and lots of money. Now, some of you say, well, it's the network's fault. Well, guess what? When was the last time Dish Network or DirecTV won their suit against the network? They got more money. Did your bill go down? They say they do this to save you, the customer, money. When was the last time your satellite television bill went down? They don't send the extra money to you. They keep it for themselves, so they can do fancy things and send their children to, or bribe their children's way into fancy colleges. You never know. That's what rich people do these days. I got a lot of awesome shows coming up. So the rest of this is going to be about what's really important. First of all, I'm still sort of organizing things. So, but I really hope that at some point this season of Political Paula, I am going to change locations on you. I'm going to have a little bit of a better, prettier setup behind me. It's going to be a little bit more professional. You won't get all the lighting issues that I always have in this area. So I'm going to try to move. But again, you're going to have to give me some time. Don't forget, I was not expecting to bring 13 years worth of crap home with me. So I have to now fit 13 years worth of crap, and most of it's clothes, let's face it, into this house. So, and I'll be going back to the Bay next summer with my husband. It's not going to be for 5 months, so you'll be lucky again. You'll get summer Political Paula shows. There will not be this huge hiatus anymore. I'm going to go back on my terms. I'm going to go back when I know it's going to be great weather. I don't want to go through any more bad storms down there. I'm certainly not going to go through any more on-purpose power outages because they're upgrading or whatever. I'm not going to do that anymore. And so I'm gonna go on my terms. So it might be for a long weekend, it might be for a week, but at the end of the day, I will relax when I go there because my husband and I have talked, and my husband said, you know, I haven't been fair to you either. See, this is what married couples do. We talk. And he said, I haven't been fair to you because when you complain about something, you do tell me first. The power's going to go out on purpose, and I ignore you, and I often write you off, like, what's the big deal? Not understanding that to you it is a big deal. And it is. It's a really big deal. It terrifies me. And so my husband has told me from now on, if you're missing some channels on the TV, if you are experiencing a power outage, call me. Call me if there's a problem down there. And give me the phone numbers of the people I need to call, and I promise you, I will take care of it for you. That has just lifted this huge weight off of my shoulders. Because I freak out. The first thing I want to do when something goes wrong is tell somebody about it. And my first thing is anger. How dare this happen? I'm on vacation. This shouldn't be happening to me. Don't ruin my vacation. You know, it's like you go down to Jamaica for 9 days and you pay your money, and then the power goes out. I mean, you get a refund, right? They give you a refund for that. No, I'm sorry. They have generators in Jamaica. Never mind. That's okay. Again, I'm getting off track. But the bottom line is, there's going to be more Political Paula. So for those of you who enjoy the show, you're going to be excruciatingly happy. For me, it means I better scramble. I do have like a huge pile This is my show notes from over the summer on different topics. I will let you know this. Those of you who think you know my politics, you don't. Not anymore. I've been watching a lot of Fox News this summer. Now, my liberal friends, don't fret. Don't fret. I'm very neutral right now. I'm right here in the middle. I'm Sweden or Switzerland. I'm sorry, Switzerland. I'm Switzerland. So I can promise you this. I am truly going to be fair and balanced because I'm going to start doing shows where I will give you both sides and try to balance them out. Then I'm going to give you my opinion. And then we're going to talk about it. And that is why one of the biggest announcements today is that we're going to be doing one show a week on Thursdays. Okay? And that's going to give us an entire week to just talk. Talk about it. That's my new mantra at the end of the show. Let's talk about it. I want to hear your comments, and because it's one show a week, I will have the time, especially on the weekends, because my Saturdays and Sundays are a little boring, unless the Eagles are playing. Then I'm all football all the time. But I will have more time to read all your comments. I have so been lax with my YouTube viewers, and I apologize for that. I am lax about that I have not been answering your comments. But then again, I was at the Bay, and I tried to disconnect a little bit and not be on the computer all the time. And so I do apologize, but I'm going to try to include everybody, like I always try to, and make sure that we actually have discussions, because I like to debate. I like an honest debate. I want to hear from both sides of a story. So when I put a show out here, I want to hear both sides. If you agree with me, tell me you agree. If you don't, tell me you don't, because that's cool too. Tell me you don't agree, then tell me your opinion. And we'll talk like adults, like human beings. I think at the end of the day, at least from the viewers that I talk to on a regular basis, you are all good people. We are all good people at heart. Do we overreact? Yes, we do. Me especially, I do. Do we have our issues, our personal things that trigger us off? Yes, we do. But it's what makes us human. We can't all go around like robots or little Stepford people and always agree with everybody we're talking to, whoever we're talking to at the time, all the time. You can't do that. That's not human nature. That's not how we're made. And we all have a First Amendment right to speak, to complain, to also tell everybody when things are going great, which I did. If you read my Facebook page this summer, a lot of it was all positive, good news. We have a right to not only have an opinion, but to voice it. We have a right to get upset when we talk to someone who we pay for a service and we're not getting the service we think we should be getting. We have a right to do that. We have a right to yell at them. We absolutely do. I can't tell you how many times my husband, when he had his own business, had customers whose websites went down and they were screaming and cursing him out on the phone. He just had to take a breath because they fed us. They were our bread and butter. And so he had a sign on his computer. I always mention this sign: be nice to them, they feed you. And so he had to take a breath. He had to be nice to them, take care of their issue. And after it was over, he would slam the phone down and go, son of a bitch. But he would never disrespect a customer, a paying customer. Not in a million years. I worked customer service. Never would I talk to a customer the way I've been spoken to as a customer by many different businesses. So we're going to talk about that this season as well, about customer service. Why it just has seemed to go by the wayside. What has happened that we can't treat each other with respect? I was threatened once at Waste Management with the person on the phone saying, "You don't pick up my GD trash, I'm coming to your office and I'm dumping my trash in your parking lot." I said, "Oh, well, you know what, hon? I just work here. Come dump your trash in the parking lot. Just I have a little Mercury Lynx. It's burgundy. Can you please miss my car because I'm not the one who didn't pick up your trash? Just please don't dump it on my car, okay?" I just answer the phones. See, that's how you talk somebody down. The guy started laughing his ass off. I said, "Look, dude, I'll find out what's going on, but if you didn't pay your bill, you're not getting your trash picked up. But if other than that, I will try to get your trash picked up for you." That's customer service. You kind of have to be a therapist. You have to have a thick skin to do customer service. That's probably actually a whole show in itself. What does it take to get good customer service? Because we know it's hard to get it. Maybe I should get a job in training customer service people because I have a lot of experience on both sides of the aisle. I did customer service and I've been the recipient of customer service. We all have. So maybe we'll work on that first show. But first show of the season, you're going to all be surprised, really, really surprised when you find out my view on this topic, but I'm just going to give you the topic. October 3rd, Thursday, is my first show. And Thursday happens to be Bring Your Bible to School Day. Public school. If you think you know my opinion on this, I'm going to bet you a lot of money you don't. So please tune in. The show will air at 10 a.m. on Thursday, October the 3rd. The shows are going to start getting a little longer, but once again, one show a week, and then I want to discuss. Okay, so I may be doing half hour to 45-minute shows on Thursdays, but that's it. Then we discuss. So I hope you guys are on board with me. It's going to be an awesome season. So let me get organized the next couple days. I'll see you back here Thursday, 10 a.m. Until then, let's talk about it and drop that Sharpie. Political Paula is out, but I'm coming back in on Thursday.